Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the beautiful city here of Manila. It's the 2006 Philippines World Pool Championships. Thank you for the race to 8 and alternate breaks. The referee in charge is Sesh Marquez, and it's now time to meet the players. Firstly, please welcome from the Philippines. He's the newly crowned World Pool League champion. It's Orcollo. From England, the former 6-time snooker champion of the world, the one, the only, Steve Davis!
Well, this group has everything left to play for. There are 3 men with a chance to go through here, and both matches in this group will be played at about the same time, so we'll try and keep you posted as to how things develop here.
Well, the matchup here, Jerry, is whoever wins here definitely will go through. Whether it's Orcollo or Davis. Now, Davis, if he loses, he could be overtaken.
Yeah, but he could still go through if he gets 7 racks.
There you go.
So, a lot to play for.
It's a very important match. One or both of these players. Orcollo does need to win this match.
Yes. Davis wins the lag. Here's a look at this group. You can see how extraordinarily tight this one is. Look at the racks 1, 14, 15, and 16. And that's what's caused this group to knit up so tightly.
Nice soft break he put down there. He wanted to leave the one up in front of the corner. Unfortunately, went down to the end rail.
Yeah, he's going to have to change something. He can't live with this result on every break. That one ball keeps dancing just past the side pocket and winding up on the middle of the head rail. We've seen that all week, and it's been a problem for everyone who's played on this table. So, Steve Davis has to come up with a plan of attack, and push may be his best option. Not an easy safety out there.
Well, he's going for it. He's going to try and put the cue ball, I think, behind that the 7 ball. No, he brought the cue ball down the table. He's trying to duck behind the 9, but he's going to leave a shot for Dennis, although a long, difficult shot.
Well, that was always a possibility, taking that shot on. It could have paid big dividends. Instead, he's opened a door here for a man that only needs a crack. If you haven't watched Dennis Orcollo play before, you've got a treat in store.
Tough shot here.
Yeah, but I believe he's gotten away with it.
Almost looks like a reverse of the break shot. Now Steve's faced with the 1 ball on the other end cushion.
Yeah, but he's got a little bit easier path to hide here. He has the 2 and the 3 on one side of the table to hide behind. He has the 5 ball on the other side. You could probably just swap sides here, put the cue ball on one side of the table, the 1 on the other side of the table, and may have a good result. That's what he's tried to do.
He may have left a shot here. There may be a window here.
It looks like there may be. We'll know in a moment. If there's a window, Orcollo won't take long to take advantage of it.
He's down looking at it.
I think he's got it. Oh, yeah. Well, with a little help from the 6th ball, Orcollo now has an opening to take this rack on home.
Dennis is not that well known on the international circuit yet, but he has the respect of his peers.
Well, he's certainly made himself well known in the States. Took 6th place in one of the IPT events.
He won 2 of the major bar table championships early this year, with big fields, over 200 players in each one.
And you know, if you can play that small table well, that shows that you've got a lot of cue ball control, because playing shape on a small table, there's a lot of things out there that can block you. Here on the big table, you've got more room to maneuver. Big table a little bit more forgiving on position play.
This may be the master of the cue ball right here.
Well, he's another one of those guys that we heard a lot about before we ever saw him.
You know, earlier today we were talking about some of the private challenge matches that goes on in the Philippines. Dennis is the king.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when there's a challenge out there, he'll answer it. If there's someone out there that frightens him, I don't know of him. He also won the Invitational World Pool League just 5 weeks ago. And that was the first invitational event he'd ever participated in. And when he won it, his emotions came out. He cried. Certainly not weeping now. Boy, what a wonderful touch he has.
Got real straight on the 8 ball here. It's going to be hard for him to get the cue ball off the rail.
True, but all he needs to do is draw back just past the side pocket, and he'll have that 9 ball. Coming at you, and Orcollo opens on that by breaking the serve of Steve Davis. Takes the first rack, leads 1-0. It'll be his break once that diamond gets back together. We'll take a look. Here's the shot to Doom Davis. That break wound up without a way for him to cruise through. Orcollo takes advantage after a brief flurry of safeties. Steve Davis, he needs no introduction, obviously. 6-time world snooker champion. He's adapted to the big balls pretty well.
He's quite a pool player. I was very impressed with him the first time I saw him play in Cardiff several years ago. He won some big matches back there against top players. And for a guy who's not a regular pool player,
right,
he's very solid.
Well,
he's a smart player.
Oh, sure. I spoke with him the morning he got in. He was a little bit concerned because he hasn't been able to spend much time on the pool table of late. The snooker surface has captured his attention the last few weeks.
Dennis comes up empty on that break. Yeah, he's still very active on the snooker scene.
Push out.
He plays all the major events in the European circuit. Still a ranked player.
Cue ball almost falls away from the table, but it has stayed up, and now Davis has already called for the push out.
He's trying to decide if he wants to bring the cue ball down this end of the table where he's standing now.
It looks like his best option.
strategically, Steve is as good a player as there is. He always seems to know where to place the ball, and he knows when to play a safety and when to go for a shot.
Well, that's where all these years of experience really help. Well, he's put it right where he wanted it. And Orcollo now. If he decides to take this on in that left corner pocket, he has to worry about running into that 7 ball. So I really expect a safety to come back here.
Well, it didn't work the way he wanted to. He wanted to hide the cue ball. I don't think Steve has a pocket for the one, though.
Now, you may see these fellows continue with the tactics until the table opens up a little bit. Not much sense. Well, now, he did have a pocket.
He actually hit that ball off the 7.
And it appears that the 2 ball will pass the 8. He doesn't have a whole pocket to work with, but he's got enough. He's used
high speed.
Yeah. He's used to pockets that are a lot smaller than these.
A little bit of a tricky rack here. He's got to get over for position on the 4. But he's got the right angle.
He would have liked a little more pace on that ball.
Yeah, he was playing position for this combination. The 4-7.
Yeah, that 4 must not pass the 7 then.
I thought he was going to go the other way and shoot the 4 in the other corner pocket.
Yeah, I did as well.
Got a little lucky there. Problem with that combination is even if he makes it, he's not sure where the 4 is going to go, and it just landed perfectly for him to shoot it inside.
Well, now, the 4 ball disappears. The 5 ball will come down into this corner by the 8. And the problem left is the 6 ball. Obviously, it blocked from the closest corner by the 8. And it may have part of its path to the other corner blocked by the 9, but I believe he's got enough there to work with. He may have to play another combination here, Jay.
Wow, he's going down behind it. Put a big stroke on that ball.
He sure did.
He's got a blood test here. Send that 6 ball up in the upper right corner. But like you said, he's a straight shooter. No, he missed that one. Missed it badly.
Yeah, you could see him putting some body English into that shot after he stroked it. Unfortunately, that doesn't have much effect on the pool balls. Yeah, he missed that pretty badly.
He left 3 easy ones for Dennis. Chance to take a 2-0 lead. I wouldn't want to give this guy too much air.
Well, it looks like a second 9 ball in a row will go to Orcollo's camp. And now he leads Steve Davis 2-0. Now, even if Davis loses this match, you can't write him out. He can lose and still pass through should David Ray beat Don Nguyen of Vietnam. So Steve has a lot of factors at work here.
Well, he'd prefer to win the match, that's for sure.
Taking it look around the table, that road victory doesn't look like that's going to happen. He's trailing 7-1 right now.
Steve needs to win 7 games in this match. If Win wins his match against Reltic.
Stujanovic leading Stuart Lawler. Now let's see if Davis does something different to keep that one ball off the middle of the head rail.
He broke even softer that time.
Yeah. He's got to be careful now. Under the rules of 9-ball, he's still got to drive 4 balls to the rail on every break shot or it's a foul. But he's easily accomplished that. He's nowhere near pushing that limit.
He made a nice shot on the 1. He fell perfect on the 2.
The soft break in the States became so popular that many tournament directors put in a rule that you not only had to drive 4 balls to the rail, you also had to cause 3 balls to go past the side pocket or it would be a foul.
Had to play a little bit of a tough angle on the 3 here. But the nice thing about it is if he makes the 3, he'll have a shot at the 5. It's out in the open.
One of the things that impresses me about all these snooker players who become so successful at pool is they've been used to playing all their lives with a small, lightweight ball, and yet they come on and they play with these big, heavy cannonballs and adjust so very, very easily. And it's not only their shot making, their position play is marvelous.
Well, up until a few years ago, Steve used to play pool with his snooker cue.
I know. I never did understand how he could do that, especially how could he do it without destroying his cue.
He's got this rack. He's on the board.
Steve Davis with his first mark of the match trails Dennis Orcollo 2-1.
You may not know this, but Steve is quite a proficient poker player as well.
Oh, I know that quite well. He's always reading books on poker.
I was playing on the World Series.
Okay. We're going to take a look here at the action on table 2. This that match that has a factor in the Davis match, and Wynn now leading comfortably 7-1, only 1 9-ball away from putting Rayek out. Another player utilizing the glove in this damped atmosphere keeps the cue stick from being sticky.
By winning this match, Wynn puts pressure on both Davis and Orcollo.
That's a combination.
Yeah, he's one of the 3 players in this group who could get through.
And this looks like it'll do it. And it's a big win, too, 8-1. That gives him 22 total racks.
Yeah, that's a win for Wynn. And now Davis really in a hurt. 8-1, Wynn takes the match over Rayek. Here's the group. We've really gotten tight now for Davis.
If Orcollo wins, he goes through. If Davis wins, he goes through. If Davis loses, he needs to win 7 games.
Yeah, as I say, Orcollo could win
leading score
8-7 and still not go through. Because if Davis gets 7 racks, he's through. Because of the racks 1 percentage thing. Davis already has 2 wins, and Orcollo only has 1, so they would be tied on wins, and we would go with a tiebreaker of racks 1, and Davis, if he gets 7, he'll win that battle.
So it's a must-win situation for Dennis.
Well, yeah, we just had a dry break to bring Steve to the table again.
A little bit of a tough situation here. Yeah, he's going to play safe. successful. Dennis should have no problem hitting the one ball. The problem he's going to face is where will he leave it after he makes contact.
Yeah, with that 6 ball there, the 1 could wind up not moving very far away from that position, and that would be tragic for Orcollo. He needs to hit the high side of that ball so that the 1 can leak off of the 6 down to the foot rail and send the cue ball up table well away. So he'll go at this 2 rails. Oh, 1 rail.
Boy, he made a solid hit on that ball.
Yeah, he did, but that's really not what he was looking for. Davis has a couple of options. In fact, he can play a 2-way shot by banking the 1 back into the side, sending the cue ball down toward the pink 4 ball. Either of those could fall. Of course, then the 2 ball awaits well up table, so
we may see another safety here.
Yeah, we could. Bit of a puzzle to solve.
Steve tends to err on the side of caution. He's a pretty careful player. If he doesn't see a way to get up on the 2 ball, I think he's going to play it safe. We may see the cue ball come down behind the 8 here. Oh no, he banked at it. He was playing the.
He was playing. He was playing the cam, the 4 ball.
Yeah, the 4. He was playing the 4 in the corner.
And he's really quite fortunate to have this result. The easy safety for Orcollo is to put the 1 ball and the cue ball on opposite sides of the 6. That's what he's done.
Nicely done. It's almost better if Steve doesn't break these balls up right now.
Yeah, you know, an intentional foul might serve him well if he just were to like push the 3 ball over to the rail and tie up the table a little bit. But he's decided to come down and try and spin back into the 1 ball and make contact.
Just hit it real soft. That's what he wants to do. Just hit it just like that. That was good. That was good. He got the ball first.
Well, that's what I was questioning, whether he had driven a rail after he struck the 1 ball. Otherwise, it would be a foul.
It looks good. It looks good. Yep. He got the ball moved first.
That was close.
Well, I hope the referee was on it.
Oh, I'm sure she was. These referees have done an excellent job all week long.
He shot the combination and made it.
That 6 ball nearly leaked off track.
Well, that just opened this rack up for Dennis.
Yeah, not many problems left now.
One thing I've seen the last 2 days, Jerry, is there's no certain runouts on these tables. Player just loses concentration for a moment, and they will miss that shot.
Yeah, these pockets are very, very tight. You're not going to slop many in. The players have told me they have more leeway on the long rail than they do on the short rail. It seems like the long rails are a little more forgiving.
It's a little tough for him to get back down here for the 4 ball. It's a long stretch for Dennis. He's not too big.
Well,
he probably goes about 5'5".
Yeah, and he doesn't have much angle with which to work.
All he wants to do is draw that ball far enough to where he can see the edge of the 4. He should just come back about just past where the cue ball is right now. Just about. Look out, look out, look out.
I think he's okay. And he'll ride 3 rails, get shape on the 5, and wind up playing it in the same pocket into which he's about to deposit the 4.
Well, watch this shot. This guy's the master of cue ball control. If anybody can get on that 5 ball here, it's him. This is perfect speed.
Well, that's beautiful. Five ball in the corner. The 7 ball will go in the opposite corner. And then he has very little work to do to take his 3rd mark. And the 9 ball goes down. Obeying the commands of Mr. Orcollo. Now stretching a lead out. 3-1 over Steve Davis. We're down into a bit of a hole here. Here's a look at the group. And you can do the math yourself. Davis needs 7 racks here. And right now he's trailing 3-1. So he needs to turn this momentum around. He needs to start right now.
Let me ask you something, Jerry. If Davis wins 6 racks, he's tied with Wynn in total number of racks. So then it goes to the match between those two? Is that how that figured?
Let's see. I believe it's going to go to racks lost then.
Oh, I see. Racks lost next.
And I'll have to do some analyzing here. Right now, Orcollo would win that tiebreaker.
But what would happen to Davis in that situation? Do you know?
He would be looking for a way to spend his week.
So 6 racks won't do it for him?
No, 6 racks is not going to do it for him.
Okay.
He's got to have 7.
Well, then this is a key game right here. He can't afford to go down 4-1.
Well, he should be able to get through here. The only problem at all is the 7 ball, and he's got the 6 ball in a nice position to land on that 7. The only thing he doesn't want right now is to wind up perfectly straight on this 6 ball. If he could put the cue ball right where the 5 is now, he'd be in real good shape.
That'd be a good angle.
That's what he's looking for. Yeah. He's just going to stop this cue ball right here.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. Drift a couple inches is all.
Yeah, he's in good shape now. Strike it firm. Come across the table.
He'll go back and forth across the table again with the cue ball. Unlike Dennis, Steve can reach way up there, no problem. Very careful on that shot.
Well, Steve really needed this rack. And he's got it. Boy, love the shot-making ability of these two fellas. Those shots tend to go right in the middle of his pocket. Unless they need to cheat that pocket for position purposes, there's no slop involved. Steve, a long-time member of the European Moscone Cup team. Will not be on that team this year.
He's not on the team this year.
No.
I guess Imran Majid replaced him.
Yep.
We'll hit the break, needing 3 racks to 2.
Notice he's using that soft break too. But the 2 ball got him here.
Yeah, that didn't work out well for him. I'm a little surprised that we haven't seen more of the soft break this week. I mean, if you can find a speed where you can get a shot on that one ball, that's been key. That's what's been killing everybody this week. No shot on the one ball.
They're making the corner ball every break.
Yeah. And normally, you have to hit the rack pretty firmly to make that corner ball, but we haven't found that to be true this week. Seems like a good, firm stroke will put that wing ball down.
The problem is a firm stroke sends the cube one ball down to the end rail.
Well, that's the key. You've got to find that balance, right? If you hit it too soft, the wing ball is not going to go.
I have a feeling Steve's going to pass on this shot. He doesn't like the looks of it. He said, do I really want to shoot this ball from off the end rail? Yep. You can have it, sir.
Well, I've got a feeling this is a shot that Orcollo can handle. At the same time, with all these balls clustered together, safety would be fairly simple.
What makes it difficult is the sheer length of this shot and shooting off the rail. Boy.
Still some problems to be solved. That three ball is in an ugly place.
And the two ball's no bargain either.
No, it's another long, tough cut. And the only point in making it would be if you can make a carom off the three into the five. And I'm not sure that angle's on.
That's what he was looking at up there. He's trying to see what he can do, even if he makes the two ball.
Well, if he could get right back down where he is now, he could make a combination on the 3-5, but then he's going to have to send this cue ball up table like a rocket ship.
He's drawing the ball.
Oh, my. Oh, a bank. Look at this. Wow. What a creative shot maker he is.
I don't know anybody else I've seen today that would have even attempted that. The only way he could get position was to bank that ball.
Beautiful play.
And this is an off-angle combination, too.
Yes, it is. The three ball is going to squirt out toward the middle of the table. Cue ball is going to come down and collide with the 8, so...
To shoot this, he's got to hit it hard, and he's got to draw the cue ball to bring it back out of there.
Right. Yeah, he's looking at that contact he's going to make. Now, he can use that to help send him back up into the middle of the table. As long as he doesn't hit that 8-ball square, he could be okay.
Well, we already know this guy likes to shoot. He doesn't want to play safe.
No, no.
Well, that's what he did. Oh, he scratched, too. That's the break Steve Davis wanted.
Yes, Orcollo has given an opportunity. And Davis is just the man to take advantage. So, that hole that Steve was in is closing. I'm sure Orcollo is aware of the math.
And the math for him is he's got to win the match.
He's got to win the match. And the problem for him is if he gets defensive trying to keep Davis away from racks, that's not his game. He needs to stay on his game plan and get out there and keep firing.
Well, he was firing there, but he misfired.
Which you don't see often. Well, it really was that 8-ball that did him in. He got the...
The cue ball actually double-kissed the 8-ball.
Yeah, it did. The double kiss knocked him right in.
But he also missed the combination. So even if he didn't scratch, he was going to give up a shot there.
Yeah.
And Steve's going to take advantage of this error.
That's the job.
I've always liked the way this guy plays under pressure.
Well, he's played in some of the biggest arenas in the world in front of thousands of adoring fans. So.
And one.
So, now we're tied at 3, down to a race to 5. Where's my map tonight? And Steve Davis needs at least 4 of them. But a few minutes ago, it looked like he was in a lot of trouble. Now he's pulled even. Take a look. There was action going around the room. A lot of tight matches. There were Lawler and Stojanovich tied at 6. Tyler Eady trailing by 3 to Raj Undar. Sandra Tuck not yet started in his match.
Todd Posada is going to be an important match, too, to see who goes through.
Right. Ryan leading Sanchez.
Here comes Davis to break.
7 flat. Davis to break.
Let's see if he hits him even softer this time.
Yep, even softer.
Even softer, I thought so.
And if that 8 ball doesn't ruin him.
Here it comes.
Boy, that could have been so pretty.
He'll shoot the combination, I think.
Yeah, he will.
He's got the right speed figured out.
Yeah, you will be seeing him do that over and over again now.
Well, if he makes his combination, he will have a shot at the 1.
Wow. Fortunate that 1 ball did not follow into the pocket.
He almost hit it too good.
Yeah. And given that he falls properly on the 2, the rest of his rack looks really nice.
The only tough ball looks like that 8 ball right up against the 9.
That's the 6.
It is the 6.
And he has a path to get to it off of the 5.
Thank you, Jerry.
No,
that is a 6 ball.
You have to get used to the hue of our monitors here.
Got perfect shape on the 2. Stop the ball right there. He slid uphill a little bit, but he's in good shape on the 3.
Yeah, he's okay. Studying the angle on the 5 ball so that he can get back for that 6.
All good players are always looking 2 balls ahead. He knows where he needs to be on the 5 to get shape on the 6 next.
And should he not like his chances of getting on the 6, he could certainly send the 6 away and park the cue ball behind the 9, but I think there are too many open pockets for that 6 for him to do that.
It's going back and forth. Boy, he hit that ball nice.
Six ball will follow into the same pocket. Davis now just 2 shots away from taking a lead in this match. A moment ago we were talking about what kind of trouble he's in. Well, this will be his 3rd straight rack. And indeed, he's done the job. He now leads Orcollo 4-3. I wonder if Orcollo looked past Davis just a little bit, thinking that the snooker star might not be so adept at pool, but if that's the case, Davis has made a statement and proven him wrong.
I don't think you should underestimate this man. He's capable of beating anybody in the tournament.
Oh, yeah. Not only has he got all the skills, he's such a cagey player. hard man to outthink.
Eighth rack, Orcollo to break, trading 3 racks to 4.
Here comes another soft break. That one worked fairly well, too.
Yeah, the only problem with this soft break is the balls are all grouped up at the bottom, and it causes interfering balls. Like now, he's got a problem with the 2 balls. It appears to be blocked from most of the pocket. There may be enough there for him to slide through. I mean, it can be difficult to navigate when all the balls are this close together. Yeah, he's got a path.
Not a full pocket, about 2/3 of the pocket.
Right.
Better take dead aim, though.
Yeah, we're talking 2/3 of a tight pocket. But loose enough.
Well, if there's anybody that can maneuver through a tight rack, it's this man right here.
I'm not sure this is quite where he wanted to be, Jay. I think he can work it out.
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
It sure is. And if he hits it with the right speed, we'll get a nice shape on the 6.
Couldn't have hit it much better than that.
Well, the look on his face said he wasn't happy with that, but I don't know why.
Well, he seems to have maneuvered through this rack quite well.
Yeah, this 9 proves no challenge. And Dennis Orcollo has tied our match at 4. This one's going to go right down to the wire, and it is very, very meaningful. Well, we're back in Manila. 2006 Philippine Whirlpool Championship, where Orcollo and Davis are knotted at 4 in a match that means everything to both men. One will continue through the field of 64, one will not.
This is the last round of the night. And we've got almost our full field of 64 has been determined. The last few spots are up for grabs right now.
Yep. Actually, both of these men can pass through. This is a complicated little group. Davis in control. Yeah, Dennis Orcollo wins 8-7. Both of these men will go through, and the other 2 gentlemen in the group will go home.
If Davis wins, though, Dennis is out.
Yeah.
Dennis, this is a must-win situation for Dennis. Well, he's straight in on the 2 on the rail, which is a bad position to be in. It's hard to do anything with the cue ball here. That's what he did. He just left it straight.
Nope, Jay, according to my math, if Orcollo gets 7 racks to Davis's loss, he will still go through. If he only gets 6, he will not.
No, the other 2 players have 2 wins, though.
Yes, but if Orcollo wins...
No, if he gets, you said if he got 7 wrecks.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Boy, this is...
You know, Davis missed his shot twice now in the match, shooting down in that end pocket.
Yeah. We're going to have to put on a staff mathematician for this event.
It's late at night. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, Jerry, and I know you've been working all day.
Okay.
Yeah, Dennis must win this match to go through.
Yeah, this is a rack he needs. And it looks like he should be getting it.
Perfect position on the 8 this side. Little stop shot there.
Well, he kind of two-stroked that one. Orcollo now leads 5-4. So he's gotten back into it after letting Davis take a couple of whacks running. Well, we got there. Taking a look here, Steve Davis now trailing by 1. Aidi also trailing by 1 to Raj Hungal. Sandro Twat has gotten his match started, leads 2-0.
I think the winners of those two bottom matches both go through. Whoever wins those two matches, Raj's match and Todd's match, they go through. Whoever wins those matches.
5 racks to 4.
Oh my, we've had a dry break. See, now he hit that rack too softly, just softly enough that the corner ball would not fall. So he's going to have to make an adjustment.
Well, lucky for him, the one ball's hidden by the 8. So Steve's in a push-out situation.
Yeah, it would have been a push at any rate.
Like you said earlier, the balls are all jammed up at the bottom of the table. Look at that. The one ball is the only ball that went past the side pocket.
Yeah, pool is a game with so many trade-offs. If you use the soft break to get that shot on the one ball, you have to mess with a bunch of clusters. If you use the hard break that opens the table up, you don't have a shot on the one.
Steve's predicament here is, where does he push out to?
Yeah, when you're playing against this great of a shot maker, a lot of players will push out to a jump shot, but that's not a shot that's in Steve's bag. I think maybe this left corner pocket down here is the best place to push to. But then, if Orcollo makes the one ball, the cue ball will be tracking into position for the 2.
Push.
He's looking over the right corner now. That's the easier shot on the 1, but it doesn't offer much of a way to get onto the 2 ball.
Steve knows he has a dangerous opponent here who can make the one ball from anywhere on the table.
Well, he also knows if he gets this shot back, he's got to be able to do something with it. But really, the way the balls are staying down this end of the table, there's always the safety option open if he gets it back. It's going to be easy to hide down here.
There's no clear path here. You can see the edge of the 1. Interesting push out. Will Dennis attempt to jump this ball?
Well,
no, it looks like he's going to play safe. Come off the edge of the 1. Go down table with the cue ball.
I don't think he's hitting him. Now with the one ball down in that end of the table, both these men can afford to go for it because it's a two-way shot. The cue ball is going to come back down this way and probably hide. Or you can send the one ball down here to hide.
Which he did.
Now, is there an edge available for Orcollo to play with? Yes, there is. And A nice wall to slip in behind.
That's exactly what he's looking at, Jerry. He wants to hide the cue ball behind the 4. He's got to be careful here, though, because if he goes too far with the cue ball, he could kiss off the 5 or the 4 and go in the pocket.
That's what I'm looking at. There's a scratch possible here.
His speed must be perfect on this shot.
Nice slow touch.
Good.
Wow.
Wow. He's lucky he didn't touch the 5 there.
Yes, he is. You can see, wow. Had that ball been hit just a little bit more fat, he would have scratched.
You know he played that ball that way?
Sure did.
There's no margin for error on that shot. Now, I don't know if Steve can see the edge of the 1 ball. I guess he can. Quite a safety battle we have going right now.
We're liable to see a few of those through the rest of this match, the way they're breaking.
He wants to jack up, shoot the 1 up table, and draw the cue ball back. Now he's going a different way because he's...
He hasn't caught a rail. That's a foul.
I don't know if the referee snoozed on that one. She's pointing out like it touched the rail.
Yeah, she's pointing at the 7 like it touched the rail. It certainly did not appear that it did.
Well, it better be on the rail now, because if it's not on the rail, it didn't get there. I think the ref snoozed a little bit on that shot.
Let's take a look at the 7 ball. Does it touch this rail?
Maybe.
Boy.
It might be laying on the rail. No, it may be. She may have pointed it to it because it may be frozen to the rail.
It may be. As long as it touches the rail, Steve's clean.
That was quite a safety he just played.
It is. It's on the rail. Boy, Steve, you don't want to be played on that close, Steve.
I take back all the bad things I said about the referee. She did a good job.
Yeah.
And that's a hard one. When all the balls are rolling like that, it's easy to miss the fact that the ball better did not touch the rail.
I was waiting to see it touch the rail and give me a little bounce, a little rebound, and it never moved back, so it just nestled up on that rail.
She did a good job to spot that one. Well, it's a tough ball to jump. He's so close to the 9.
Oh, boy. And he's got to be in an uncomfortable position to do it. So Steve comes to the table. He can put this cue ball anywhere on the surface he wishes. That was really asking too much. What's your opinion of the jump cue, Ray? You think you ought to have it in the game or not?
One day I like it and one day I don't, Jerry. I'll tell you. It's an interesting tool when it's used properly, and sometimes it feels to me like it's a little bit too much of an advantage.
It really does depower safety play.
I think the audience likes it. I think they like to see a spectacular jump shot.
Yeah, I think the audience does like it.
The players who can jump balls well, they like it, and the players who can't, they wish it would be outlawed.
Well, a happy compromise that I've heard might be jump shots are legal, but do them with your playing cue.
And that's the way it used to be.
That's the way it used to be. And then someone realized that there was no minimum length requirement at that time at all. They did put in a minimum length requirement.
It's 40 inches.
It has to be 40 inches now, yeah.
Well, some tournaments ban it.
Yes,
it's not universally used.
Right. Every tournament director has the right to make that decision.
Well, Steve won that safety battle with that real ticklish little shot where the 7 throws to the rail. Now he's going to have to play a combination with the 3 into the 7.
This can be missed. but isn't.
I think Dennis is starting to realize he doesn't want to be in safety battles with Steve Davis.
Well, this 4-ball just barely clears this 5. He's going to have to be really careful here.
Yeah, he's taking another look at it.
Might be easier to play the combination than to try and slide by there. Nope. Davis well on his way to knotting us up again in another tie. Ooh.
Used the whole pocket there.
You really cheated that one. And it's oh so elementary.
My dear Watson.
When the 9-ball falls. We're tied at 5. There's not much left in this match.
Now it's a race to 3.
Yeah, now we've got that race to 3, and one of these men would meet their fate.
Dennis doesn't look too happy right now.
This is the first match we've seen all week where both players have decided to utilize that soft break. I keep waiting, since that 1-ball winds up on a hard break in the middle of that head rail, I keep waiting for someone to come up and use a hard break with a draw stroke and draw it back down. We'll take a look around the room now. Wow, close. Undal and Ooh tied at 5, as are Orcollo and Davis. Sandra Tot now taking a handsome lead, 4-1 in his match over Alceda.
All 3 winners of these matches will advance. And the 3 losers will be out, except Davis does have that one option if he can win 7 games.
Right. Yeah, he needs to make 2 more 9-balls to assure his trip into the field.
Davis to break. 5 racks.
He's got a pretty big advantage here. He can win 2 games in advance, and Orcollo needs to win 3.
Right. Now, Davis hit it too soft for the wing ball to go, but he became fortunate because the ball fell into the side pocket. Unfortunate in that he still has no shot on the 1.
Well, so far when there's been push-out situations, Steve's got the best of it.
Yeah. This table seems determined to not give anybody a shot on that 1 ball.
I like Steve tactically in these situations because Dennis, he knows that Dennis will go for a shot, so he can leave him a pretty tough shot.
Yeah. Well,
I think Dennis's mindset right now is he does not want to be in a prolonged safety battle.
yeah.
Again, a tricky situation. I think that's where he's going to put the cue ball over on this rail somewhere, on the side rail.
Yeah, but you know that leaves a fairly easy task to have a safety plate on him.
Well, he's going to put it down deep here, like there.
Orcollo can now slide off the left edge of that 1 ball, bring the cue ball back down here, and he's got a world of places to hide. He can even attempt to make the 1 ball on a cut shot across the table, and the 1 ball, should he miss, would come back out to the center of that rail. So he's got a few options here.
Did an effective job there.
That worked well. Now, you know, knowing that your opponent doesn't have the jump shot is a big advantage. The jump shot player would have already pulled out the short stick.
Yeah, that's a perfect situation for a jump shot right there. But like you said, Steve can't do that. He's going to have to kick off the end rail, hit the 1. It's actually a pretty big ball to hit from the end rail. But there's a high likelihood he'll leave a shot after this kick.
Yeah, he needs a pretty good roll here.
didn't get it.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten it.
Good.
He was hoping the cue ball would lay behind the 8. It didn't happen. Dennis is looking at that window between the 5 and the 9 ball to shoot the cue ball at the 2 next. Looks like he'll make the 1 in the corner and just let the cue ball roll straight towards him. Maybe that's not what he's doing. He started to draw the ball.
Yeah, that window's got to look pretty narrow at this stage of the tournament.
Yeah, he wants to come all the way down.
Now, does he clear the 4? He's taking a close look.
This is tight. Let's see. Doesn't look like
I
it.
think it's too tight.
Yep. He didn't get there.
He's a long way from that 4 to be trying to jump over the edge.
He's looking at the possibility of banking the 2 ball.
Yeah, now that's a good one-pocket shot, banking that 2 back into the corner pocket on the right-hand side of your screen.
Oh, he played safe.
Can't blame him.
He couldn't even hit enough to bank it. Actually, this is a little better situation for Steve. He can kick and leave the cue ball there behind the 4, but he's got to hit it hard enough to get the 2 to a rail.
And he can get that 9 ball rolling.
Good shot.
Well, luckily for him, the 2 went all the way to the end rail and didn't stop out there on the table where Dennis would have an open shot.
That was a bit risky because you didn't know how much energy that 9 ball was going to take off of the 2. But sometimes you have to take a risk in this game. And Davis looking on.
We'll see another safety here by Dennis.
Oh, is he hitting him with the 3? Looks like he has.
Again, we have a situation where it's not hard for Steve to hit the 2 ball. The problem is, where will he leave it? It's going to be a little harder for him to duck on this shot.
Sure is, because there's nothing in the vicinity of that 2 ball that you can just slide in behind, so you'll need to hit this with pace, try and separate the 2 balls, and at least get some distance between them.
Well, he did that.
Yeah, but he's not going to be happy with that result. You can see on his face that he expects Orcollo to put this ball down.
It's not all bad. This is a testy little shot for Dennis.
It's a testy shot, and he can't get to the bottom of the cue ball to stop it there to have a better shot on the 3. So he may need to hit this pretty firmly to go off of the rail to have a shot on the 3.
Well, this is the mark of a champion. Can you execute these shots under pressure?
Well, we've answered that question. That was quite a shot.
That was quite a shot. Cue ball was in the air all the way.
That's amazing. Most players would have settled for a tougher shot on the 3 ball rather than take that risk.
Well, now he's got past the hard shot. Let's see if he can take care of the routine shots. Joe, I had a feeling this week we're going to see a lot of hard shots missed by these players. Because under pressure, those pockets are going to look smaller and smaller.
Yeah, they really tighten up as the week goes on. Wow, he's come up short here. He needed to be another foot out on the table. That's about the first time that we've seen Orcollo not exhibit a great deal of speed control.
Yeah, the problem here is it's hard for him to go to the side rail because the 9's in the way.
Right. And if he tries to draw away from the 9, the side pocket looms. So
he may be drawing all the way up table with this. 2 rails out of that corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Looks like he did it pretty well.
Watch out for the 8 ball blocking the 6. Nope.
He's okay.
He sure is.
Oh, my God. That ball acted a little funny. Almost like it hit the pocket and came out.
What a surprise.
I'd like to see that shot again, the way that 6 hit the pocket. Oh, no, he missed it. He sure did miss it.
Just a full face in the jaw. Now,
a little overconfident there. Look at how lucky he got.
Well, he did.
I don't think this ball will go in the side pocket. It's too far over.
If there's enough of that ball overhanging, no, there's not. I was going to say sometimes there's a shot where you can just compress the rail and force it through, but there's too much rail there.
This is about the worst spot on the table there can be. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. If it's right on the point, sometimes you can press it through. I don't think you could do it on this table.
No, there's too much rail left. I think he's going to have to bank the 6 ball and try and put the 9 and the 6, put the 9 in between the 6 and the cue ball.
Might have hit a little bit too hard.
Yeah. He's left another long, tough shot for a man who's made a lot of long, tough shots tonight.
Well, Dennis is glad to get this shot right now, considering the fact that he just missed that easy 6 ball.
Well, that'll bring you back into focus when you miss a shot like that he basically took it for granted.
Yep, exactly. A little overconfident on that last shot.
Well,
this was a little harder shot that he missed here.
It was. And he's left Davis a shot that he will certainly take to the bank.
Yeah, Davis will take care of these 3. He fell a little short here, didn't he?
He did, but he's going to be fine. He just has to play the 9 in a different corner. To take it up table instead of down table.
He's coming back up above it. He did it well. Well, that was quite a turnaround, that rack.
Yeah, with that 9 ball down, Steve Davis now only needs 1 more game to pass through. Orcollo, he's got to win it.
He needs all 3. Can only blame himself for that, Ralph.
I tell you, I've never seen Dennis miss a shot like the one he missed on that 6 ball.
Like he said, he just lost concentration. He took it for granted.
Yeah. A lot of the times the top players would miss more easy shots than they do tough ones because they concentrate on those tough ones. Davis concentrating on manicuring his Q-tip. It's part of his game routine, you know. He takes care of that tip and it puts him back in focus.
Score is 5-6.
Hit him a little harder that time.
He sure did. That soft break, he wasn't liking the results he was getting.
He's not going to like the results of this break either.
No, the table's still ugly.
I think he's got a good safety, though. It looks to me like he can shoot the 2 past that 5 and 6 ball and leave the cue hidden. And that's what he's trying to do here, just like that. He did a terrific job. Put the cue ball right up against the 6.
Yeah, that's a real challenge to Davis now. Get out of this. That's what every player wants to do on a safety shot, is freeze that cue ball against an object ball. Takes away so much of the room with which the other player can work. The referee will be looking for a double strike if the ball comes off and hits that Q-tip again. It would be a foul, but that was a clean shot. Now it looks like Orcollo has an extremely easy path into the side pocket because the 5 ball's going to knock him in. An easy path into the side pocket off the 5 and then across the table for the 3.
But does the 4 pass the 6 here?
Yeah, that's the problem, is what we do with the 4 ball.
Wow.
My, that was an ugly miss.
And he scratched.
If we have another look at that, I want to see if he jumped up. Maybe he did not, but it looked to me like he moved.
He was trying to bring the cue ball 2 rails out of the corner and break up the 6-4.
Well, he may have just punched at it then.
Dennis definitely flinched on that shot. Now, even though these 2 balls are tied up, the 4 and 6, Steve has the upper hand here.
Yes, he does.
He's thinking about all his options. Does he want to try to break these balls up? Does he want to come down and just play a safety off the 4?
Well, yeah, I think if he comes down below it and just sends the 4 ball away and marries up against the 6 ball, that would be a pretty good option.
He's breaking them up.
He sure is.
He's breaking them up, and he did successfully.
Wow. No lack of courage being exhibited. This is a huge rack for Steve Davis. If he can sink this 9 ball, he is through to the final 64 and can relax. Not that he looks all that tense.
This man seems to thrive on pressure.
Oh, he loves competition.
Well, he put a big stroke on that ball. Got perfect position, too. Couldn't have placed it with his hand any better than that.
Well, that should do it for Davis. Unless somehow the 9 ball blocks him from the 7. He has an elementary rack to go through here.
You know, Jerry, many of the top Filipino players are not making it through. Alex went down.
Yeah.
Lenning's out.
Yeah, we've had more than our share of surprises this week.
Well, the Filipinos were expected to do quite well, and they may yet. But many of their top players are not getting through to the final 64.
Job done for Steve Davis. He is through to the final 64 with the falling of that 9 ball. Now, Orcollo has to win 3 before Davis wins 1, or he goes home and becomes a spectator for the balance of the week. There's the surprising shot from Orcollo. Bad miss.
Steve's playing with confidence now. Well, looks like Todd's going to go through with no problem.
Yeah, Tyler Eadie's still in a squeaky with Raj Hundal. That could go either way. Hundal still battling a bit of a pinched nerve in his neck.
Thirteenth rack.
Raj wins that.
Leading score 7 racks to 5.
He gets to progress. Well, the 3-ball didn't go in the way he had intended, but it did go in off of a kiss. And once again, 1 ball is hidden.
I'm starting not to like this soft break, Jerry.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah, they just haven't found the right pace yet.
You notice every game is a safety battle.
It is, and leaving all these balls clustered down one end of the table rather invites trouble into your house. Of course, Davis is used to moving around in tight places on a table, so having the balls together, he may feel is an advantage for him. It's worked so far to that way.
He's been pushing out after every break shot.
Yeah, he's been pushing out, but he's leading.
Yep.
Davis once again looking at pushing out down into this corner, but that's a shot that Orcollo would certainly take on.
Yeah, he's got to find a better spot than that this time.
And see, I like what he's looking at here. Let's go ahead and hit this ball. And at least take away the option of your opponent to put you back in.
I don't think he's going to shoot at it. I think he's still trying to find a place to play safety from. I'd be really surprised if he shot at this ball because too much danger is scratching.
Well, not if he comes off that second rail right there.
This just doesn't look like a Steve Davis. Yeah, he's playing safe.
He's going for it. For a push, rather.
Orcollo will definitely shoot here. He's not going to give this one back to Steve Davis.
Nope. But he has to navigate a path to the 2-ball. And the cue ball.
I think we're going to see another safety here, Jerry.
Yeah.
They got a funny. Well, hard to say. Looking in from the top here, it looks like he can cut it in. It's a very sheer angle, though. No, it was a safe. It was. And a good one.
It is. He's not as deep behind the pack as he would like to be, but that should work well for him. And now that 8-ball is a big, big problem for Davis. Takes away one of his paths into the 1. Wow. That ball came off that rail awfully funny.
Real short. Well, he hit it firm. You know, it was kind of interesting, Jerry. Steve didn't take a long time to look at that angle. Normally, he really studies the angle, and he just got down there and shot. You know, he was trying to go one rail and hit the side of the 1, but he missed it by almost a foot.
Yeah, he sure did.
Maybe he knows that he's through.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Well, because he was a little careless on that shot.
Yeah. Well, Dennis needs all the breaks he can get. Foul. Wow, look how tight a window he played into there, Jay.
I'm surprised he played position that way.
Well, he should be okay to get to 6.
Well, we've seen him miss a couple shots the last few games.
Yeah, that's got to be working on the back of his mind.
He's had 2 wrecks in a row where he should have got out and he didn't.
That's the reason he's in the position he is now. But if he can make this 9-ball in the next one, he would share the hill.
But like you said before, he needs all 3 games.
Yes, he does.
He's in good shape this rack.
The fellow to feel for in this group right now is Wynn. At this moment, he is through, but that will change should Orcollo make a comeback here. In that case, Wynn would have won 2 matches and failed to pass through. Here's Orcollo calling back. Trails Steve Davis by 1, 7-6. It's a race to 8 in Group 16.
Dennis will be breaking.
We've had so many tight matches today. Very few runaways. Oh, here's a look at this group. Raj Hundal has been knocked out. Tyler Eady is in trouble as well.
It didn't look like they had all the games up there.
No,
they don't.
7.
Yeah. That group was not complete. He went the other way this time. He broke from the opposite side.
And he broke dry. Okay, we've updated our graphic now. All these matches have been completed. These fellows are through. And as you can see, Hundal and Zalfriki are the unlucky ones. Eady and Yang have gotten through.
I think Hundal missed the 9-ball in that match, the case 9-ball. Would have gone the other way.
Yeah. Boy.
I'm going to see another push out here?
Well, we well could. It seems to be Steve's favorite shot.
Push. Carry on.
Yeah. Dennis Orcollo not even bothering to leave his seat. He said, go ahead. Take it on.
Well, he's going to come off the edge of the 1 and bring the cue ball down the table. Looks like he did a great job of it, too. Oh, no, he hit that, but he kissed that ball at the last second. The 5 got him there. Coach Dennis has really got very little to work with here.
Yeah, he's got nothing but a defensive play. I would look for him to swap ends here and bring the one ball back down here, leave the cue ball up top.
I wonder if he'll shoot this ball.
Well, he's been known to.
Yep.
Doesn't mind taking a risk. Oh, my. Now, he threw his hand up in the air as if to say, I'm sorry that I didn't intend to do that, but it sure looked good from where we sit.
No, I think he was more unhappy with where the cue ball was going. He wanted to keep the cue ball down, like below the side pocket. Oh, you're right. He wasn't playing that combination. He was trying to play safe and bring the cue ball down the table below these balls.
Yeah, I believe
so. He mishit it and got lucky.
There's some noise coming off of table 5 upstairs that elicits a grin from our competitor here.
Come on, Bobby.
Here it comes. He got there.
Wow. The way this man can find a small window. Haven't seen much control like this week.
Yeah, he's got the speed down on these tables as good as anybody.
Yes, he does.
Oh, Bobby. Hey.
You know, this would have been his match except for that missed 6 ball.
Yeah.
That really turned things around.
Well, now he's talking to himself. That's a good way to relieve tension.
What do he call himself? Bobby?
That's what it sounds like, Bobby. There's a look at another group, Group 15, Nick Vandenberg, Sandra Tuck, safely through, Randy Valley, and Ahmed Al-Saida will become spectators for the rest of the week.
There's another happy fan.
He's absolutely enthralled with this match. That's where I wish I were.
With that girl?
No, just sleeping. Sleeping anywhere at this point.
Well, we can only go 2 games at the match right now.
Yes, indeed. Getting close to the end here. Orcollo will go around the world to get back down on the 5.
Looks like nice position.
Would like to be off this rail.
Right. He's got to follow the ball and make the cue ball go up between the 7 and the 9. He's jacking up a little bit. Got to be so careful with these pockets. Maybe he's going to bring it back in and shoot the 6 in the side.
Yeah.
He plays that position more than anybody else. Many players would have just gone forward and tried to go around and shoot the 6 in the corner, but he doesn't mind shooting at the side pockets.
He seems to be in an awfully good mood at the moment.
Somewhere Tam Nguyen is watching this match, I have a feeling.
Nervously.
Yeah.
Dennis Orcollo joins Steve Davis on the hill. It all comes down to a race to 1, as it has so often this week. A testament to how evenly matched this field truly is. One more rack of 9-ball yet to be played. did this break develop? That has been so key. To be honest, no player all week long has been able to conquer the break shot on this table.
15th rack, Davis to break. Score is 7-0.
Two balls down, but once again, the 8-ball creeps out and blocks the 1. You see it. The expression on Davis' face going, why can't I get a clean shot?
This is the 5th straight game he's pushed out after the break. 4 on his breaks and 1 on Dennis's break.
My.
Dish.
Well,
it's not traditional nine ball, is it, Jerry?
no, it's not, and the pressure's off Davis now. He knows he's through. The only guy feeling any moisture under his arm should be Orcollo.
But Steve's a professional. He's not going to give away this game. He's going to try and win if he can.
Steve's never given away a game in his life. He loves to win.
I don't know if we've seen one break and run out in this match.
I don't believe we have.
No. Is it 10 win right there?
I believe it is, yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how the master of the bank shot handles this, if he chooses to.
I think he'll shoot at it.
Do you really?
Yeah. If he banks it in, he's going to win this game.
Yeah, but
It all comes down to his shot.
He doesn't pass.
This guy's a shooter.
Yeah, you think he's going to bank it? I think he's going to go for a safety, so we'll see. Well, you win this round. What a shot.
He's been consistently losing his safety battles with Steve Davis.
Yeah, you're right. The challenge left now is to put away that 4-ball. It's in a very tricky little spot.
Looks like he's got to try to bump some balls here.
Well, bad things can happen then.
I mean, I don't see an open pocket for the 4 unless he gets behind it and shoots the 4 up in the corner.
Right. That's what he's trying to do, get right behind it.
Wow.
What a shot.
That's a great shot.
Dennis. Teach us something.
That was impressive right there, but this is no hanger here.
No, but the total shot is easier than...
There you go. There you go. That's the safety you want to play.
That's a good one. That may get him ball in hand. And even if Steve would contact this ball, there's no way these balls are going to wind up behind other balls. So Orcollo playing the odds here. They're in his favor.
Good.
Nice hit. Nice hit. But like you said, Dennis has got a good shot here. A little tough to get down the table for the 5, though.
It really is. He's going to have to put one heck of a draw stroke on this. It looks like it's straight enough in that he can't go forward.
Yeah, this is tough. And cue ball close to the side pocket like that, it's even harder to draw the ball.
Well, he's known for having a very, very powerful stroke, very pure.
He needs it all right now. Yeah, he's going to try to draw down to the lower left corner and shoot the 5 ball in the opposite corner. This takes a big stroke.
Boy, oh boy. Can't wait to see him unleash this one. Well, that was a little weak.
We're going to see another safety here, Jerry.
Yeah. Although, I've seen this man make tougher shots.
I don't think he wants to shoot at this one.
Yeah, I agree. It's the safety.
He's going to use the 9 ball and the... Boy, did he get there? He didn't really get there.
No, he left an edge. Steve can make him pay for this one.
He wanted to put all 4 of those balls in a straight line, and he didn't do it.
It's kind of an awkward stance to try and do that touchy a shot from. Now Davis has the 9 and 6 to hide the cue behind. Oh, he's leaked out, it looks like.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let the 5 go too far.
So that safety was a good decision.
A golden opportunity for Dennis here. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. The trick is to get position on the 6 after he makes the 5.
Yeah, the 5 ball is certainly gone from the table, but as Joe has said, the 6 ball not in a very easy position. He may be best not trying to get perfect, but just staying in, getting around center table and taking a bit of a tougher shot on the 6 into the corner. If he tries to get too cute here, he could really wind up in trouble.
This looks real good.
Oh, boy. Well, when you can play like that, why not play cute? If he wins his rack, both of these men go through. That appears to be where we're headed, Jay.
One an escape by Orcollo. Well, I have to say, Steve did make a couple errors these 2 games.
Yeah, he plays better when the pressure is toughest. Once he got to that 7, some of the pressure bled off.
A little yip from Dennis.
Do you blame him?
Bubby, that's his nickname, Bubby.
He better smile later and shoot now.
He's taking dead aim on this 9 ball.
He's done it. Dennis Orcollo passes through, as does his opponent, Steve Davis. They both made it through into the final 64 of this World Pool Championship. What a match, Jay. That one had it all for us. I tell you, thanks very much for your help in the booth this
I enjoyed it, Jerry.
There you see the final result of this group. Right now, let's join Ube back in the studio for a recap.